Bonelab is a game that you gotta use your environment and your physics in order to progress.
I'm not gonna, no.
This game is not such a hand-holdy game, but in retrospect, looking back, I kind of see where I missed a lot of things, a lot of details. So I wanted to drop some tips here to save anybody else who's like me time and frustration.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I want my shield back, Randy. Give it, give it. Why am I spanking it? You like that, don't you, Flake?
First off, in the first level, I missed a lot of Pokeballs because I didn't know what I was supposed to do with them. So these balls that you find, when you grab them, break them in half. You just tear from side to side with your grips, and you're rewarded with whatever is in here. It's pretty much like ripping open a package.
What's this? Ooh, a gun. Give me.
So these things actually have a lot of props that's in the sandbox. And whenever you get further into the campaign, these unlock your avatars.
Fast.
Now these Pokeballs are put everywhere, so do run around the levels and explore. These are in some funky areas. Now moving from Chapter 1 to Chapter 2, you're presented with the Hub. In this Hub, you actually have to do certain things in order to unlock Chapter 2. I'll explain this in my stream, and I also released it in a shorts video, but I'm going to put it in here as well. I want it to reach as many people as possible. So when you come back to the Hub from Chapter 1, you're going to be presented with going into each individual one. Now it doesn't come right out and say that. It does say go and test all of the modes. That's the indication that you need to go into each individual level. Now you don't have to play every single mode. What you can do is just jump in there and then hold the menu button and go back to levels and select back to Hub. That actually counts. So you'll see a beam of light pop up from each individual one that you do that. You have to light up all 6 of them. So go back to where the avatars are, go to the left of that, there's a little staircase to go up there, wrap around, there's a generator to the right of the crane. Grab the batteries by the generator and toss them in the generator. This will power up the crane. So now you go to the crane and you have on the right hand side 3 paths for yellow, and on the left hand side there's 3 paths for blue. You have to line up the yellow first, so follow the paths to grab the orbs off of the top. That's where the beacon of light's coming from. So you pick up each orb from the game modes and you drop them accordingly on the right hand side in all 3 slots. By doing so, you're gonna unlock the quarantine door. So now jump off the platform, go to the right where you see the quarantine doors, slap the button to the airlock and bow. Now you're able to progress into Chapter 2. So from here on out, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Now, I don't want to spoil puzzles for you, but I did have an issue with as far as pulling my body up, and somebody had to actually point it out that you have an avatar, and this game uses physics and everything. So your body hanging down, your legs hanging down, you got to suck them up when you're pulling yourself up. And I didn't realize this. I was going through a painstaking level, the pillar climb level, which is really ridiculous. I can just state that flat out right there. This level sucks to get through, but you know, whenever I was trying to mount and pull myself up, I was pulling my body up, kind of like on Gorilla Tag, trying to fling myself up. I didn't really take into consideration that my legs were dangling down. So do use the virtual crouch button. That is just the right joystick. Hold down on it and you're actually gonna crouch. And also squat in real life. This will bring your legs up and help you mount and pull yourself up, pull your whole body up a lot easier. Now, if you want to figure out the puzzle, you're going to need to skip through this little part right here on pillar climb. This was not really pointed out very well. In retrospect, yes, you know, but at first glance and hours of glance, no. When you make your way all the way to the top, you're going to be presented with a platform that has a sphere floating around. A lot of these little like doves and birds and planes and stuff are like flying out of it, and they're running into you. Every time they hit you, they're changing your avatar, you're taking damage, stuff like that. But I didn't realize the sphere was what you need to kill. By the time I made it up there, trying to fling myself up, I already lost all of my weapons. The only one I had was on the right hand side, the top right side, which was a gun, and it had no ammo. So I managed to make it to the sphere, I jumped on the sphere, and I managed to pistol whip the shit out of it until it finally died. So that was the way to beat Pillar Climb. That one really didn't have such an indication on it, so I felt it was kind of worthwhile dropping in here. So another question that I am constantly getting, I keep seeing this in the comments a lot, and I thought I indicated it, but I guess I didn't quite spell it out. Let me just put it flat out there. Now, people keep asking, how do you get the avatars? How do you get the avatar changer? I stated that I completed the campaign, I completed all the levels, and I got all the avatars. I thought that pretty much meant, you know, I did the playthrough, but yeah, you gotta go through the campaign to get the avatars. All of the avatars you see in the trailer, all the avatars you see that I have, other people have, you gotta go through the campaign. I think it's around Chapter 5, you start unlocking the avatars, and at the very end, whenever you get all of the avatars, the very last one, when you complete it, you get the changer. So the other one is getting into the cart, getting into vehicles in general. So the right joystick down is the virtual crouch. So you gotta crouch all the way down into the cart. You're gonna need to do this in a vehicle too, way later on. Just keep that in mind because it's like the only vehicle you're going to need to get in that's outside of a cart. So if you're paying attention to all the Pokeballs, you'll realize when you jump into the sandbox and you're starting to spawn things up, those are the things you're gonna be spawning up. There's a lot of props, there's a lot of guns, there's blades, there's weapons, there's people, there's structures. There's all kinds of shit you unlock from those Pokeballs. So again, I can't stress enough, explore the levels. That's the replayability. Go exploring and find that. Now on top of that, we do have times, which I want to definitely make it as a top 10 in one of these levels. You got the parkour levels to do this, but also in-game when you're going through each individual character, you can see when you jump in there that it has times that players completed that in. Hopefully I'm gonna replay enough to actually make it to be in one of the top 10 on one of those. I have one in specific I am looking at, but whatever. So good luck out there. Enjoy the game. Hopefully this helped you guys. Don't forget to smash like, subscribe if you want to, and again, I will see you guys next time. Peace out till then.